What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we have yet more Destiny 2 news. Bungie have been going absolutely crazy, man. Just throwing it at us. But in this video today we have details about the next stream reveal for the DLC, when it's going to be happening, what we're likely to see. They talk about the Whisper exotic mission. They give us clarification that this will be available every week and some stuff about the heroic version. I'll talk about that in just a moment. We're going to speak about powerful gear in Forsaken, new weapon mods that we're going to see in the DLC. We have a breakdown of what some of them are going to do. We've got a roadmap for August and a bunch of other stuff to round up, guys, so plenty of stuff to talk about. As always, if you do enjoy the video, a rating below is very much appreciated, but for now, let's jump straight into it. First up, Bungie confirmed there will be another reveal stream for the Forsaken expansion. This is going to happen on Tuesday, August the 7th, so there's going to be in a couple of weeks' time at 10 AM PDT. The stream is going to be about combat, so it's the Year 2 combat reveal stream. They say they're going to talk about weapons, equipping gear, customizing gear, even stuff to do with time to kill in the Crucible, demonstration of perks, mods, loadouts, and a whole bunch of other stuff, so it's going to be a very interesting one. Once again, Tuesday, August 7th at 10 AM PDT, and I'll keep you guys posted with all of the news right here. Next up, they talk about the Whisper exotic mission, of course the one that appeared on IO. They say some of you encountered a long streak of Cabal drills, far too many Cabal drills. We did some investigating to see if this was a bug. It turns out there is no bug, but the random generator doesn't do a good job of preventing streaks of either event. We're investigating ways to prevent these bad luck runs in the future. We did some simulations to see if there might be any more long streaks of one activity event in the forecast. We expect a few more outliers, but balanced with long streaks of only Taken Blight events. Importantly though, they say this activity will be available every week, and once you unlock the heroic version, it will stay unlocked. So that's definitely very good to know. If you've got the heroic version already, it will basically remain available when the mission is actually up. It will be available every single week, so that looks like we're definitely going to get it back tomorrow and the reset time. So that'll be pretty cool, and I'll keep you guys posted about that. Next though, we get news about Forsaken, so they talk about the director. Bungie say there will be 3 ways to acquire powerful engrams in Forsaken, a whole new challenge system that will replace the way you've been tracking milestones. I'm going to talk about that more in just a moment. There will be specific quests and bounties that will provide better gear, indicated by their summaries, and new mysteries and rare resources, but if we told you about them, they wouldn't be mysterious. Once these changes are deployed into the wild, the Milestones blade will call attention to these activities, so critical, required missions such as the main campaign or new subclass path pursuits, next steps for quests or other aspects of progression for your characters, legacy milestones from Destiny 2 campaigns that aren't becoming challenges or quests. The layout of the director will be updated to accommodate 2 new destinations, Tangled Shore and Dreaming City, so that's some cool stuff to point out. I do have more details on the new milestone system, weapon mods that we're going to talk about in just a moment, but briefly, Bungie do give us a calendar for August. So of course we have Solstice of Heroes beginning July 31st, also Crucible Supremacy, the combat reveal stream, that of course is on the 7th of August. Then on August 14th, we're going to have the Iron Banner. Bungie will be at Gamescom from the 21st to the 25th of August. Solstice of Heroes is going to end on 27th of August. We'll get the pre-DLC update on the 28th. I did break down all the details about that just yesterday. And then they'll also be present at PAX West. So there's going to be even more news, even more hype for the upcoming DLC. They do confirm that there will be a hotfix coming on July 31st alongside Solstice of Heroes. So at 9 AM PDT, the hotfix will become available to all players. At 10 AM PDT, players who have not yet accepted the hotfix will be removed from activities. They say before attempting to complete a triumph, players must make sure they've acquired it from the Statue of Heroes. Some triumphs may need to be completed again if the triumph is not in the player's inventory at the time of completion. For moments of triumphs, adventures and region chests are tracked by the character that has completed the most of them, and they are not tracked account-wide. Progression towards triumphs and event rewards may be lost if players delete characters on their account. For the best experience, it's recommended that players do not delete any characters until all desired rewards have been redeemed, and the event concludes on August 28th. So an absolute bunch of stuff to talk about right there, guys. But now let's talk about mods, further upgrades to milestones, and the new challenge system that's coming into the game. Today, Game Informer continued their coverage of the Forsaken expansion by talking about weapon mods and armor mods that we're going to see in Forsaken, some changes to the mod system in general, and we get a breakdown of some new mods that we're going to find, which is definitely definitely really interesting stuff. On top of this, they also talk about the reworked milestone system. Milestones will now be called challenges. They talk about bounties, powerful gear, and a bunch of other stuff, so let's break it down. First up, to talk about mods, they say with Forsaken, mods will hopefully be useful enough that you'll want to equip them and not have to. For one, mods will no longer offer a power boost, which means that you won't have a pressing need to equip a mod just to slightly increase your power. This means a couple of things. First, at Forsaken's launch, only legendary mods will be available, so no more combining rare mods. And secondly, it means a bit of house cleaning. With your current mods becoming obsolete, you'll have to make a quick run to the gunsmith, who'll take your old mods, trade them in for components to make new ones. This does come with a slight downside, because all mods are now designed to be more expressive. Energy and heavy weapon mods no longer act as a way to change the element of a given weapon. So that's pretty interesting as well. Elements won't be tied to mods. We don't get clarification of whether you'll be able to change the element in some other way or whether they will now be fixed on each weapon, but we know that it will not be part of the mod system itself. We get some insights about a few mods that we'll actually see though. So Steve Cotton revealed there is the Icarus Grip Mod, which improves your weapon's accuracy while airborne. Of course, we had the Icarus perk in Destiny 1, which did essentially the same thing. We have Radar Tuner, which decreases the time it takes for your radar to return after you're done aiming your weapon. So that's really interesting. There's been a lot of conversation about that radar in Destiny 2 and how long it actually takes to kind of fade in and out when you're ADSing. We'll actually be able to improve that via a weapon mod. Then there is Targeting Adjuster, which grants your weapon better target acquisition. So it's kind of like Hidden Hand. They essentially do the exact same thing. We don't know whether Targeting Adjuster will be a less powerful version of the perk or what exactly the stats will do, but it's definitely pretty interesting. I think some of those mods are sounding very promising. Game Informer do also say these changes also apply to raid weapons, which will use the same mod system, but also have access to unique raid mods. And while the raid mods for the new raid that will follow Forsaken's launch will be tailored to that specific raid, Steve Cotton did say there is nothing stopping us from sneaking in some more universal raid mods in the future. So I think that's sounding pretty good as far as the weapons go, guys. Of course, hopefully there will be a ton of other mods that we can get as well. The weapon mods are definitely essentially kind of plug-in perks that you can add to weapons. I don't think there's anything wrong with that system whatsoever. I think it sounds pretty good. Then we just need to have enough variety there and enough reasons to go after these mods. Next though, Game Informer talk about milestones. They say instead of checking a tab to see your task list, you'll now find the director lighting up and pointing you to individual locations and activity destinations, like the Vanguard or the Crucible screens. They say second, some terminology is changing, so milestones are now challenges, and what Destiny currently calls challenges, objectives that offer tokens for their completion, they're going to be absorbed into the new bounty system. So the kind of in-game challenges you get when you bring up the Ghost are actually going away and they're basically being replaced by bounties. And they say as well as the normal challenges or milestones that we currently have, there will be new ones for bounties, Gambit, heroic story missions, and the new Dreaming City public events. They say on top of this, new daily challenges will offer more ways for players to get and earn powerful loot every day. These challenges will rotate among various activities like strikes, nightfalls, Gambit, heroic adventures, and Crucible. So they're really kind of mixing it up, making it a little bit less predictable, and obviously they're kind of laddering that progress as well. We won't be kind of power leveling up like we did pre-Warmind, because obviously that wouldn't work with this kind of a system. It looks like the more days in the week that you can actually jump in and invest into the game, the more progression you're going to get. They do add that there will be some bounties which actually offer powerful loot in the game. Some of them are going to have small quests for players of varying power levels to accomplish. They also say there will be several hidden challenges to look for, ones which aren't highlighted on the director and which observant players will have to find themselves. And these are challenges which will be scattered across different activities. So some pretty good insights right there into the kind of progression systems, the weekly rituals that we'll find inside of the game. We will be seeing the 4-day weekly reset as well. So it looks like we'll essentially have Tuesday through to Friday and then Friday through to Tuesday. But let me know your thoughts on any of this stuff down below, guys. I think the new mods are sounding really good for the weapons. Hopefully we'll learn more about armor mods soon as well. But something else to mention in this video, Bungie have just revealed a new Grimoire anthology for Destiny that they're going to be actually selling on the Bungie store. So we have Anthology Volume One. This is called Dark Mirror, and they are physical books. They're actually 24 $24.99, that's $24. The first one, of course, looks like it's going to be about the Hive. We can see a Worm God right there, and what appears to be Oryx there as well. So going to be some pretty juicy stuff, especially if you're very much into the story and the Grimoire for the game. And it looks like this is going to be up to date, and some of it is kind of previously unreleased lore for the game as well. So we'll link that down below. I'll also link Game Informer's coverage below as well. But if you guys have enjoyed the video, a like is very much appreciated. Let me know your thoughts on any of it as I mentioned. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe and turn on those notifications. That way you won't miss out on any content. For now though, I appreciate you guys tuning in as always, and whatever you get up to, I hope you have an awesome day.